Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again to Queen Ahmadiyyah TV presents More Than Meets the Third Eye. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Make sure you click the notification bell and click the word all so that you're notified each time I go live on this channel. Okay, so let's get into it. This is going to be a brief live. I just want to talk to you all about the different phases of the moon and how they pertain to spirituality. And as you all know, many of you know that I do full moon rituals, right? And new moon rituals. Hello, Broken Silence. Joe 32, Moon Faith, Nevermind 56. I Know My Worth. Danielle, One Who Cares. Howard. Mark Ayers, all the way from the UK. Okay. Hello, Melanated Brown, Crimson Countess 3. All right. Davita, Joe 32, Susan, October, Opal, Erin, Louise, Terry. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to share this PowerPoint. I'm going to share my screen. Everyone, please go ahead in advance and give this video a like and a share. Try to share it with at least 5 people, please. Y'all know they have me shadow banned out here. Stop playing. So if you could be so kind, I would really appreciate it, okay? Hold on. Okay, here we go. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out why this PowerPoint isn't coming up. Okay, let's see. Let's try it again. Let's try it again, people. There we go. Okay, let's get into it. The spiritual significance of the moon's lunar phases. Our moon and sun emanate frequencies, and these energy waves influence the Earth's tides and the water within our bodies, arousing our emotions, behaviors, and consciousness. Some of you may not know that, but you know, there is a lot of energy that emanates from the moon and the sun. And especially when you have a full moon, people have different types of emotions and things like that. Some people act crazy when they have a full moon, right? Where do you think they got that story from about the man turning into a werewolf at a full moon? Because the full moon emanates a very strong energy. Now, the sun represents our outer world, our identity, our personality, our ego. It represents how we shine our light out into the world, the present moment, our yang, our masculine archetype expression. The sun offers us strength, courage, and illuminated insight of the soul. Now, the moon represents the inner world. These are our hidden emotions, desires, our shadow self, fears, worries, and our dreams, the things that you keep to yourself often, right? It represents our feelings, our unconscious beliefs, the past, and our yin, our feminine goddess archetype. The moon offers us the stability to feel, learn from the past, and creatively unlock and express our essence. See, the moon gives off a feminine energy, while the sun gives off a masculine energy. Now, the new moon, and this is a picture of a new moon, right? Okay, so the new moon represents the beginning of our 29-day lunar month. During a new moon, the moon is roughly sitting between the earth and the sun. Hence, the sun is shining on the dark side of the side of the moon we never see. And as a result, we cannot see the moon as the side that faces the earth is not illuminated. Now, both the moon and sun are in the same zodiac sign during the new moon, giving an exponential boost or concentration of energy. So you're getting a lot of energy from both the moon and the sun during a new moon. The new moon is a great time to set your intentions. If you have something that you're trying to do, something you're trying to manifest, something you want to happen or whatever, during the new moon is a time that you should be doing that. That's why you should be participating in having new moon ritual, or not new moon, but just having moon rituals, right? On the different phases or during the different phases of the moon. I do this all the time. And also, if you're into stones and crystals, you can take your stones outside and allow them to absorb the energy of the full moon, right? To recharge them. Silent D says, I can say that I'm the same that are crazy by the moon. Okay. Melanie Brown said, indeed, some do. Some do act crazy, right? Now, the new moon is a great time to set your intentions, write down your goals, or begin new projects for the forthcoming cycle. In the darkness, the fertile ground you plant, in the darkness of the fertile ground, you plant the seeds of your heartfelt desires on the new moon, consciously focusing your mind, body, spirit on the feelings of your desires. Consider sitting in ceremony or personal meditation and writing down your intentions or innermost heartfelt manifestation desires for the new lunar cycle. So like I said, if you want to manifest something, the new moon is the perfect time to do it. Sign your manifestation desires with the affirmation, and it is so. That's what you want to say. After you proclaim your manifestation desires to the universe by saying or chanting them out loud. After your ceremony, place your handwritten manifestation desires on your personal crystal altar or beside a table or even under your pillow. I have an altar with my crystals on it and my sage and all of my other herbs like frankincense, you know, and all of that stuff, right? Milk thistle, all the different types of herbs that I use. I have all that sitting with my crystals on an altar. And I also sleep with a crystal under my bed. I mean, not under my bed, under my pillow every now and then. Now, this is a waxing moon. The moon in its waxing phase as it transitions from the new moon to the full moon, hence the illuminated portion is gradually increasing in size because, you know, you're going from one moon phase into the other, right? Now, during the waxing phase, crescent, first quarter, and gibbous, the energy of your new moon, the intentions, goals, and envisionings are building. And during this time, allow your dreams, curiosity, and wonderment to be your guides in bringing your manifestation desires into form. Release any fears or control you may have and trying to make your manifestation desires happen. Instead, just delight in the feeling of experiencing what your manifestation desires feel like from the inside out. Dark Skin Brother says, I used to wonder why people would have their crystals outside. Yes, because you put them out there to absorb the energy from the moon when it's a full moon, you know, or any of the different moon phases. And also you can put them in the sun because they also recharge under the sun's rays. Now, invite synchronicity into your life. Believe in magic. See a world more beautiful through your heart and surrender to the gifts of the universe. Know deep within your heart that you are a divine being of external light and love, and allow abundance, joy, laughter, and happiness to guide your days. Now, this is a full moon. The full moon marks the midpoint of your 29-day lunar cycle. Excuse me. During a full moon, the moon is sitting opposite the sun, fully illuminated by the light of the sun. Hence, the moon and sun are on opposite sides of the zodiac during a full moon, which can make for a challenging or intense aspect of energy, but also a very potent potential as lunar and solar yin and yang are in natural harmonic balance. Natural harmonic balance, right? Now, the energy of the full moon, influenced by the current zodiac transit, is heightened. And emotions, feelings, mental processes, dreams, etc. These feelings are all amplified. Like I told you, that's why some people act crazy. You know why they act crazy during the full moon? Because they were already crazy. Whatever your personality or characteristics you have during the full moon, they will likely be intensified. So if you're a positive, peaceful person, you'll be even more so. If you're a nefarious, wicked person, you'll be even more so. Let me get to some of these comments. Hiram says, I saw the waxing moon last night. Okay. Moonface says, my mom used to work at a nursing home and the people there always acted out during the full moon. She always had stories when she came home. Okay. Terry says, Queen, how are we going to differentiate the different moons? Just from looking at it, beloved. See, that's why I'm showing you the pictures. So this when you see these pictures on this on the PowerPoint slide, that's the different phases of the moon. So all you have to do is look up in the sky and you'll know when you see a full moon. Of course, we all know a full moon, right? And then you can see the waning or waxing moon just from looking it up on the internet or looking at this PowerPoint. Queen, this is all new to me. Do you plan out 3 to 6 months of moon ceremonies? No, beloved. I do my full moon rituals. I do it usually when there is a full moon. That's the main time I do it. Ben says, I am right black after making some noise with TikTok UK for being silent on hashtag Black TikTok strike. Okay, Ben, stay out of trouble. Terry says, thank you, Queen. You're welcome, beloved. Melanated Brown says, got amplification? Okay, so let's go to the next one. Okay, here we go. Now, this is still the full moon we're talking about. Now, this is a powerful time of gratitude, gracefully acknowledging the beauty of life itself and all you have brought into beingness. You may feel a burning desire to express your creativity, bliss out in sensual activities, and through fierce yet profoundly tender vibrations, let go of any aspects of your life that no longer serve the grandest vision of your soul. Also, have gratitude for your manifestation desires, for those things that you have manifested, and those things that will, for those things that you have manifested, and those things that will come into form at a later date in divine timing, and for the highest good of all. You want to have gratitude for that. Now remember, your manifestation desires may show up in unexpected ways and look different to your original desires, as your feelings create something more beautiful, more sacred and divine for your greater purpose here on earth. You may feel guided to bury your manifestation desires in honor of your surrender to a force that's greater than you. The full moon is a great time to moon bathe. Simply sit under the light of the moon and meditate. And I do that too. That's part of my full moon ritual. And as you breathe in, allow the moon to warm your heart and expand the beauty of the present moment. And as you breathe out, let the light of the moon transmute that which you wish to release. Full moon ceremonies. And as you can tell, these are natives, right? These are natives, and they're having a full moon ceremony. Full moon ceremony is either lighting a candle for yourself or coming together with others in a sacred circle is a powerful way to bring healing to the self, the group, and simply be this wave of love for all humanity and planet Earth. I love placing my crystals out under the full moon to cleanse their crystalline structures and infuse them with reflected solar vibrations. Like I told you, they get recharged under the moon. Now, the waning moon, this moon is in its waning phase as it transitions from the full moon back to the new moon. Hence, the illuminated portion is gradually decreasing in size. Now, during the waning phase, gibbous, the last quarter crescent, the energy is slowly moving inward, a time for inner reflection, review, and contemplation. During this phase, from a place of non-judgment and being the observer, reflect on every aspect of your life, relationships, work, creativity, abundance, health, and well-being, etc. Discern which areas of your life are in harmonic balance and flow, and which areas feel stifled, strained, or in a state of struggle and disease, right? When you can't be at ease, which causes sickness. That's where the word comes from. Now, honor your strengths, your accomplishments, your realizations, your personal growth and expansion during this cycle. Recognize within yourself how your personal evolutions contribute in service to something greater than yourself. See how your personal ripples of love weave magic into the lives of others. In addition, as the moon transits through its last crescent in the days leading up to the new moon, Recognize within yourself any thoughts, behaviors, negative thinking, bad habits, or anxiety, stresses that have come to your attention during this cycle. Love your shadow with whole heart and choose not to let these stories inhibit you from radiantly shining your light. And remember to rest and nurture you ahead of the next new moon cycle. Step out of the waning moon and into the next new moon cycle with a fresh and awakened vision for yourself. See a greater potential of your soul and have the courage to follow your heartfelt desires. So, with that all being said, the moon is very significant to our spirituality. You see, the ancient ancestors, i.e. the Cometians, they had full moon rituals, right? And they would sometimes go out and meditate under the moon. Some people talk to the moon. You all heard that song that the guy sings, I can't remember his name. He says, I sit and talk to the moon. I have a friend who told me they always used to talk to the moon as a child. Fight for Black says, Queen, would you email me that PowerPoint presentation you've put together, please? Sure, beloved. Sure. Okay, so I hope you all enjoyed that. Moonface says, women's cycles revolve around the different phases of the moon. It's feminine energy. Hold on. Where'd that comment go? Hold on. It's feminine energy. You become more in tune with yourself once you link to the moon. Yes, absolutely. And the same thing with the sun, right? When you sit and absorb the sun's energy, your solar energy, when you sit out there on your sun gaze and things like that, yes, you absolutely become more in tune. March Baby says, thank you, Queen. You're welcome, beloved. Davida says, Queen, could the moon be the father and the son of the Most High? You know, that's a good question. I never even thought about that. That is a good question. Vince says, I don't want to turn into a hairy werewolf like these glaciers. Oh, Vince, cut it out. Ms. Bless said, I did enjoy it. Thank you. Well, I'm glad you did, beloved. And Millie says, I have to rewatch Queen. Thank you. I'm glad you all enjoyed it. So with that all being said, that is just to let you know how the moon pertains. It's very significant to our spirituality and to our practices. Some people think it's crazy or they think it's something wicked to do full moon rituals. It's absolutely not. Our ancestors did it, as should we. You absorb the energy of the moon. And let's not forget the moon and the sun are created by the Most High. So how could anything that you're doing, right, in reference to them be nefarious? Unless you're Bill Gates and you're trying to block out the whole sun. Only a devil would do that because the sun gives life. The sun is the reason that everything that breathes lives. Okay? So that's clearly nefarious. Silent D says, I like to walk in the sun and moon. I want to be one with nature as best I can. Absolutely. Queen Conscious says, I like to wake up early, go into my garden and enjoy nature. Yes, absolutely. So with that all being said, Pam says, yes, I have to rewatch. Always informative, Queen. Thank you. I'm glad you all enjoy it. I got so caught up into the lunar phases when I was studying astronomy. So I think the next live that I do on here, I think we're going to talk about the zodiacs, right? We'll talk about the zodiacs, the house of zodiacs that's in the sky. I think I'll talk about that next. They got us thinking it's evil, so we can't tap into our powers, says Dark Skin Brother. Absolutely, beloved. That's absolutely what they have. And unfortunately, some of our people have fallen for the BS, hook, line, and sinker. So you don't hear about them, talking to the moon, sitting out under the moon, meditating with the stones and crystals, recharging their stones and crystals under the full moon or the sun and the sunlight, sun gazing. You don't hear them talking about any of those things. They refuse to do it because they think it's something nefarious. And that's unfortunate because the same people fooling them not to do it are the same ones that do it and then use the spirituality that they have learned and stolen from our ancestors against us. Isn't that something? Fight for Black says, Zodiac's a great topic. Thank you, beloved. LL says, hey, Queen, how are you? My 16-year-old niece says, she will start to watch you. She watched one of you and likes you. Well, thank you, beloved. I'm glad to hear that. Hello, Beatzilla. Shalom to you, beloved. Nikisha says, right. That's what I said too. Okay, so listen, I'm going to close out this broadcast. I want to thank you all for tuning in once again to Queen Ahmadiyyah TV presents More Than Meets the Third Eye. And I may go live on here again after your daily vitamin. We'll see, right? But don't forget to tune in at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for your daily vitamin. And until then, I hope you all enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. And I will talk to you all again soon. And remember, I've got my third eye on you. Peace.